So this is the late 67, early 68 Fender Telecaster with the rare Smuggler rout. This is a 100% original guitar, except for this plexiglass pickguard that I put on in place of its original pickguard, which is right here in nice condition. You're welcome to put it back on if you don't want to show off that Smuggler rout, but I loved it. That's exactly why I picked this guitar. And basically they called it the Smuggler Telecaster. That's a collector term, not the Fender term, but they said that you could put your herbs or whatever you like inside the routs underneath the pickguard and no one will find it. So that's how it became the Smuggler rout Telecaster. But basically what was going on in the late 1960s at Fender is that the stocks of Ash and Alder were getting a lot heavier than they were in the 1950s and earlier 60s. And so they were looking for ways to relieve the weight. So they just routed out a bunch of the wood underneath the pickguard, knowing that you would never see it because it's underneath that opaque pickguard. And it wasn't until much later when people started collecting these Telecasters that they started spotting this rout that shows up kind of mid-67 usually. So yeah, this is one of those, a very rare example. The guy reached out to me because he knew I was looking for one. And this is the only opportunity I've ever had to buy a Smuggler rout Tele in 100% original condition. So I was thrilled to get to buy this one. I've had it for a while and I just loved playing it and loved owning it. So I didn't list it for sale, but now it's time to move it on to its next owner. So yeah, 100% original guitar. This is right on the transition from the vintage style wiring to the modern style Telecaster wiring, where all the way back is your bridge pickup by itself with volume and tone, but your middle position is just your neck pickup with no bridge, still got volume and tone. And the switch all the way forward is that low pass filter position meant to mimic a bass guitar, popularized by Fender before the fretted solid body electric bass was widely available. So they thought you could walk into the gig or to the recording session and record for bass, and then for lead electric get paid twice. Not sure that it actually played out that way because they did end up changing that wiring in 68 to what we consider the modern style wiring today. So this one still has the vintage style wiring because it's right on that transition. But yeah, maple cap fretboard, 100% original finish. This is the see-through blonde over ash. This one weighs about 7.7 pounds and it's just a spectacular vintage guitar. I was listening to Riggs play it earlier when we were sound checking for this one and it was so good. So I'm excited to hear him play it on the video. So yeah, my friend Riggs is going to come in and play it, and here's what it sounds like. So that's the late 67, early 68 Fender Telecaster with the rare Smuggler rout. Thanks so much, Briggs, for playing it for us. My name is John. My shop's called True Vintage Guitar. My website is truevintageguitar.com. Here in Birmingham, Alabama, I've got an inventory full of great solid body electrics for you to check out. My contact information is at the bottom of the page, so if you have any questions about these, feel free to reach out. Be happy to help. Do my best to connect you with the solid body electric guitar that you've always dreamed of.